Hello and welcome to Kill the Mood podcast. It's episode 2. Yes.
Sorry, I can't speak. I don't know why. Sorry,
I can't
I'm
believe
fine.
episode 2. So we're just going to do a spiel, which is we are here to talk about everything spooky dooky, lots of crime, general mysteries. Some will be solved, some will leave you hanging. Just two girls putting the worlds to rights, but not really, because we just like yapping.
We do indeed.
We mean no offence in anything we say. We, like a huge percentage of the world, find all this unfathomable. And this is just our own little way of trying to make sense of the senseless.
This week's case is going to be on Joanna Dennehy. It's also known as the Peterborough Ditch Murders. Do you know anything about this?
A little bit. I actually think I've watched one or two things about it, but nothing too crazy. Just before we get started, though, one thing, just wanted to say a massive thank you.
Thank you to our little bestie.
To Pasindu, who made our intro, our outro, and our transition noises.
I'm going to find his Instagram.
Yes. That is such a good idea.
Shout out, because honestly, I don't know what I would have done without you. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah, and we wouldn't sound nearly as polished
I feel like
in that first episode. I say polished. There's some real hard cuts we're learning, but actually, yeah, it sounds so good because of Pasindu.
Yeah, thank you so
I mean, Amy
much.
was there, but
I was there. I was directing and ordering and all of that stuff. But yeah, I don't know how to do anything technological. So yes, thank you to him and thank you to be there.
and just generally thank you to everyone that's supporting already. Our first episode isn't even actually out yet, but will be by the time you hear this.
Yeah,
So.
and apologies if it is chaos for the first little small while, because we are working out how to do it and it is quite...
Yeah, it's a little bit... Yeah.
But it's good fun.
Yeah, it is good fun.
I think his Instagram is sunflower_MOV. I think that's his professional one. Sorry if it's not Pasindu, I'll give them your personal one.
Yeah, I mean, we'll put it in the show notes if you want us to.
But yeah, very creative little bean, but he helped us with all the sounds and stuff. Okay, fuck it. Sorry.
If we didn't already say, it's Amy's turn. So.
Yeah, it's my turn. I'll be educating Tanisha, which rarely happens in this world. It is usually the other way around. So yeah, I've made some notes, got some fun things. I also wanted to say, this is literally my sister's favourite serial killer. I know that sounds mad, but yeah, it was iconic in our household, and I'm not saying that I support serial killers or mass killing or spree killing. I'm not saying it's okay in any way whatsoever. But yeah, I feel like there's just something about this that kind of speaks to me. Like, it is unhinged, the whole thing.
We would not be here if we weren't, like, obviously it's terrible and it's tragic, but at the same time, we all have a case that you're like, oh, okay, this one's wild, and it's what, like, got you into what, you know, true crime.
She is bold and fearless, and, like, it's bad, and she shouldn't have done it, and, like, I don't think it's okay, and you are a shithead, Joanna.
But in the spirit of feminism.
Yeah, honestly,
you know.
Girl, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's a 3-time serial or spree killer, depends who you ask. But it was all within a 2-week period in the Peterborough area in Cambridgeshire in the UK in 2013, with also attempted murder of 2 extra victims in Hereford.
Also, girl was busy.
Yeah, she was honestly so busy, all within such a short period of time as well. I think that's why I find it so fascinating. It's like we'll unpack her early years, and she did a lot of things that were probably leading up to this, but to just go full ham in such a short period of time. And the only thing that stopped her, by the way, is her getting caught. Like,
yeah, she was very clear that she just wanted to kill.
Yeah,
and like, there was no rhyme or reason to it, was there?
Yeah, once she started, she was like, that is it. This is where it's at for me. And
what I do know about her is, like, when it comes to female serial killers, she is one of the more brutal.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, especially in the sort of female UK serial killers that you know about, a lot of them have male counterparts, don't they? So, like, Fred and Rose West.
Yeah, that's usually
and
double act.
Yeah,
type
Moira
thing.
Hindley and Ian Brady.
Yeah.
And, like, they were women who weren't evil, obviously, because they wouldn't do it if they weren't. But you always wonder whether they would do it.
Like, taking the lead, that just tends to be a man in these kind of situations. And yeah, this was not her. And I think she's the first UK female serial killer to use a knife to stab her victims to death. I put here also Marianne Cotton is the first female serial killer in the UK. Is that right?
Probably, yes, yeah.
And
she is on my list of UK,
she'll be a good one.
We'll see who gets there first.
But yeah, for like stabbing, which is such a heinous, like, personal vicious attack. So, yeah, crazy.
That's a nice cheery note.
Yeah. Also,
And let's get stuck in.
yeah. Also, just another thing to note is if anyone is interested in this case, I would really recommend reading Love of Blood by Christopher Berry D. I read it quite a few, maybe 5 years ago now or something, but I went through it all again when I was doing research for this case. And he's a criminologist and serial killer expert and also there's like police cooperation and insight from the people who knew her and the victims. And it's just, yeah, a really interesting book about her if anyone wants to research this further. I'm just going to read a little bit out because I've just wrote like a pre-info bit. So yeah, here it is. In March 2013, 3 men were stabbed to death in the Peterborough area. They were found placed in degrading poses and dumped in the ditches in Cambridgeshire. This, alongside a female killer and her sadistic male sidekick on the run from the police, really sets the scene. The serial murderer was Joanna Dennehy, a 31-year-old female. She used her boy toy and sidekick, Gary Stretch, to help her dispose of the bodies and go on the run. Dennehy has been said to have cast a spell on her accomplices and her victims. Joanna is the 3rd woman in Britain to receive a full life sentence on the 28th of February 2014. She has never given any specific insight into why she went on a mass killing spree, but there has been theories since. So yeah, let's dig into her. She was born on the 29th of August in 1982 in St Albans in Hertfordshire. I feel like St Albans is in London. Where is Hertfordshire?
Hertfordshire is not London.
Yeah.
Is that not like near Gloucester?
Oh, maybe
I actually don't know why I just said that with so much confidence because I don't know shit about anything.
I feel like I know someone that lives in St
In the
Albans.
last episode, when you literally said to me, "Where's Bradford?" I
really
wasn't
well.
even sure what the distance between Truro and Penryn was.
Yeah, we were just really just making up some stuff
Honestly,
on the spot.
I'm sorry if I lied in that because I might have.
Yeah, I honestly as well. I found out some information here. I was like, is she 30? Is she 31? Is she? I don't know. And then I was like, is it that deep? Like
Yeah.
you can get the gist. But yeah, I think she's 31.
She was born in 1982. Wait, hold on. What year was she caught?
2013. She definitely is 30 or 31.
Okay,
I just
yeah,
don't
I'm
know
sorry,
which-
just don't.
Like, I don't know, maybe her birthday was in the middle of this killing spree.
I
don't fucking know.
genuinely, like, if I keep this part of the podcast in, just know we never once claimed to be smart.
Yeah, but I thought we were smarter than this as well. Alright, she's 31.
Yeah.
Okay, well done. That's maths. Her dad was a security guard and her mum was a grocery store manager, which gives off like she had a pretty middle class upbringing and quite a nice cushy life.
That
I
sounds
feel.
like a 2-parent home.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like I don't know, unless you're about to tell me they beat the shit out of her every
Well-
now and then. Maybe different.
No, so I think she had a sister and her mum and dad say on all accounts that their life was fine. I think she disagrees with this, and there's a bit later on how she is adamant that she was sexually assaulted when she was a kid, but she never gives any information about who this was.
And
that
her
did
parents
this.
didn't know about this.
Well,
She doesn't, she
so-
doesn't specifically claim whether it's them or...
No, yeah, she doesn't say if it was her mum or her dad or like anyone specifically. She just says that as a child, she is adamant that she was.
Okay.
However, she is a compulsive liar.
Ah, that's not a great record.
Yeah,
record
so-
then, is it? Or I am like, you ask me, and usually I'm like, if someone says that, I have to believe it because I refuse to believe. I know there are people in the world who would lie, but to me, it has to be a sliver of the population.
Yeah, and I feel like if she was sexually assaulted as a child, it would explain a lot about what happens to
Yes.
her in her later years, but also because she is a pathological liar, like it's really difficult because her family just seemed to be really like, oh my god, what the fuck has happened here?
Yeah.
Everything was fine. Yeah, and some people obviously want to keep this stuff private, but she refuses to give any information about any of it, but she's also quite confident in saying that it's happened to her. So
I wonder if that doesn't, to some degree, feel like if she's like a pathological liar and people know her for lying, that's actually, I don't know, it feels a little bit like she could be telling the truth because she's not choosing. If you're going to lie about it and then like bask in the details, and she doesn't seem to be doing that.
Yeah.
She's just saying this is what happened and then she's giving literally no other.
she also loves to, like you say, give so much information on all of her lies. Like, she is elaborate with everything. Like, she
Yeah.
tells people details and all sorts. So yeah, I guess if this is the one thing that she is keeping any details about, then it could mean because
Yeah.
it is actually what started all of
That
this
might
in
be the
first
sign
place.
that she's actually not lying this time.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, I can't comment on this because I don't actually know. But it looks like, at face value,
Yeah.
she had a middle class upbringing and she seemed to just have a pretty normal life. There's articles and stuff that say, and her parents say as well, that she was intelligent, well-spoken and lovely. However, this did change as she became older. Also, the loads of references say about how pretty she is, which is just shut up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
weird.
why does that, like,
It's a tragedy. She's hot.
not a beautiful girl like her. Like, I think it's just the fact that she's a female serial killer and everyone's, oh, and she's beautiful.
Yeah, like
how could
only
you
female serial killers should be absolute munters because they must be mad at everybody.
And to be fair, the main, like, any photos that you see of her, she looks rough. But I think it's obviously
yeah,
because she's been on
I'm
a-
not gonna lie. I've seen that one photo of her with she's got a tongue piercing, doesn't she?
Yeah.
and she's got like that grey hat on, and she's literally, and I swear it's like after she killed someone as well.
Yeah. She loved to gloat these things. But I was like, I don't want to comment on anyone's appearance, but she does look rough. But I think that's like post-killing spree, like post lots of drink and drugs and all of this stuff. But I just don't know why it needs to be like, oh, and she was a pretty girl.
Amy's being diplomatic, but basically she's a chav.
I didn't want to say it. So there was one other place, I can't remember where it was now, but it said she can be when she scrubs up.
Yeah.
sense.
When she has a shower.
She's waxed her moustache and put on a bit
Yeah.
of slap, then, you know,
Yeah.
she's actually quite passive.
She's got a bloody glad rags on.
Yeah. So as she gets older, she discovers she's heavily into self-harm. She is a sadist. She loves to lie and scare people as well. She also drinks and takes a lot of drugs from a really young age. The like earliest reports are maybe when she's 13.
Like in the UK. Feels like a bit of a rite of passage.
Yeah, anything that has happened.
What
around-
13-year-old is not like up a field?
Yeah, that from quite a young age, I was up to no good. But yeah, the scaring people.
Yeah, but
and
you
the-
weren't stabbing people. That's the difference.
Yeah, they're getting
Yet,
drunk in a field.
to be fair, you haven't made it to you haven't made it to 31 yet, so
Yeah.
you don't know where you
Let's
could
see what
be
happens in the next 16 years.
in how old are you?
26.
Yeah, 5 years.
Terrible.
That was quick maths.
Yeah, quick
and if we
maths.
did cut that bit out, sorry, because you won't understand.
Yeah, you'll be very confused. At 14, she meets a guy and she drops out of school. She's in a really bad way. She's taking loads of drugs and drinking. And her parents, I think, are like, oh, please don't go down this path. Get better. What can we do?
Yeah, pleading.
Yeah, I think they're talking to her school and being like, what can we do? And then she's just, fuck this, actually. I'm not going to change. And then she runs away from home. Now, I think her parents literally have not seen her since.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, because I think she runs away. Where? Let me think.
Could you imagine? I haven't seen Joanna in such a long time. Switches on the news. Oh, she's
Yeah.
just stabbed quite a few people.
Because I'm pretty sure she runs away from home and then there's loads of sus things that happen to her for ages. But then when all of this kicks off and her parents get informed, they're like, bro, we've not seen her in a decade. Like, we did not know where the fuck she was.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so she really is she's this pretty little intelligent child and then all of a sudden out of nowhere she runs away and then it
Oh my
all just
God.
goes
It
downhill.
really does scream sexual abuse.
Yeah, doesn't it?
I don't know shit. I'm not a psychologist. I don't know anything. But how does that happen to
It would
somebody?
make so much sense. The guy that she meets at 14, like, this could have maybe been where it started. I don't really know. But also, like, when I was 14, like, I would have ran away for a guy I met. It doesn't give you the excuse to go on a spree killing. Okay?
Yeah.
So,
I threatened it every weekend.
sorry, mum.
Take me back. Get no further than the bus stop. But
Sorry, mum and dad.
yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, so she runs away. Then she, with this guy that she's ran off with, they have 2 kids. Apparently they used to cheat on each other, and yeah, shortly after the second kid is born, she leaves for a whole year, and the dad has no fucking clue where she is.
That is actually wild.
know.
What do you mean she leaves for
Yeah.
a year? She's just, I actually need 5 minutes to myself. Just
crazy.
5 minutes. This house is driving me insane. And she comes back a year later.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe the guy was like that typical guy that goes out and does fun, crazy things while I don't know, because
Yeah.
apparently when she's pregnant, she is like all about this kid. Like, she doesn't drink, she doesn't like do any drugs or anything like
Oh.
that. Like, she probably does have a drink, but it's not like she's on like
Yeah.
benders and
Yeah.
binging and stuff
She
like that.
becomes responsible.
Yeah, and she is
pregnant.
fully like, this child
both
is
of them?
live. Yeah, so the first one, she like has the first one, and then I don't know if she probably carries on drinking and stuff, but then then they have the second one and it's the same. Like, she's very strict with herself, but then like literally gives birth to this kid, and then it's like really shortly after, and she's just, I can't do this, bye. But it's not even, I can't do this, I need a break, I'm like having a bad time, like get some therapy, I don't know. Like, she fucks off. Like, he has no clue. This happens quite a lot, I think, of just like periods of time when no one knows where she is.
And how old is she at this point? Do you know?
Yeah, so I think she's 14 when she meets him, and then she has 2 kids with him. So I guess the earliest is
I
like
hope to God
16,
he's
but
14 too.
yeah, maybe I should find out, because that could also be quite important. Although I think there's like a few articles where he has spoken up and stuff, so I don't think it was like, I don't think he was in
You
the
think
criminal
that maybe he
system.
wouldn't say anything if he was a nonce?
Yeah.
If he'd been noncing her
Yeah.
since she was 14. He's, don't worry about any of that. Just
Yeah.
listen to my side of the
Yeah.
story.
I will give you my side of the story, but you have to say that I'm 35 now, because otherwise it wouldn't
I
make
might
any
have had
sense.
sex with her when she was underage, but she did leave me for a year with the children.
Yeah. Then she comes back, and apparently then they get back together, and then she's all over the place, but she actually just doesn't want anything to do with her kids at all. Her kid is my age, one of them, and she's done an article as well where she's just been like, I'm nothing like my mum, by the way, everyone. Like, please don't think that like the apple rots far from the tree or whatever it is.
Okay.
It doesn't rot far from the tree. I think
rot.
it doesn't rot. Fuck me.
The apple doesn't actually rot far from the tree.
Apple
because
doesn't
it, yeah.
drop far from the tree.
This is literally identical to the last one. What was it? I can't know. I'm not
Same.
bringing this up again
Yeah,
because
I'm
we
sorry.
couldn't remember.
Do you know that like mixed metaphor thing? I think that's just what I do
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, so she's also diagnosed with paraphilia sadomasochism.
That's a good word.
Yeah.
That is such a good word.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't
I
mean
don't
great
want
thing,
it.
but it's a good word.
I love saying it.
Yeah.
Around her first prison sentence, which we'll talk about in a minute. But basically, it's the enjoyment of inflicting or receiving pain, humiliation, or bondage for sexual arousal. And she goes in fucking hard here. Like, she is heavily into self-harming and stuff, which we knew, but she actually enjoys cutting herself during sexual acts. And some of the men she comes across in her life are absolutely fascinated by this and infatuated. Like,
Wow.
she is so outwardly open about sex and sadomasochism, and it is just like wild, the stuff. And she's very vocal about it. She's not afraid to admit she wants to try everything. Yeah, receiving pain, inflicting pain, all just during sex, but yeah,
Wow.
including
I mean,
self-harm.
Yeah. As long as everyone's a sort of consenting adult in
Yeah.
a situation, people's things are their things, aren't they?
Yeah.
Obviously, with her,
I know, and
we
it's
know where it ends.
It's
but-
difficult because, like, when I first read it, I was like, just men being infatuated by that and having like a lust for her because
Yes.
of that. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
fucking grow up. But actually, that's what she is into as well. So she's finding people that,
that also have the same sort of, I was going to say
Attraction.
afflictions, but that's not the
yeah,
right.
and maybe it's just her outwardness that they're infatuated by. The fact that she's willing to push every boundary and try things that most people
Yeah.
would need a safe word for. At 30, she was sentenced to 14 weeks in prison for theft, but when she's released, she heads to housing for homeless who, like anyone that's in need of housing, so you don't have to specifically be homeless, but maybe you've just been let out of prison, or maybe you've been kicked out. It's like a housing area. I think it's like a
Like
cul-de-sac.
a halfway house.
Yeah, but it's more like a, I don't want to say it's like a commune, but there's lots of houses in
Oh,
a
okay,
specific
yeah, yeah, yeah.
area,
Okay,
and I
right.
think all of it's like,
That's like every
people-
street in Birmingham. Swear to God.
so just home
Yeah,
for you.
that's like home. Yeah.
So yeah, so she gets like rehomed there for a second chance.
Rehomed, like she's a dog.
She gets a second chance at
Yeah.
life. I don't know.
I liked it.
Yeah, she comes out of prison and I can't go home because just my parents don't know where I am. So yeah, she goes into this housing for people that are probably going to end up on the streets if they don't have this kind
Yeah.
of support. But she begins telling people there that she's actually been released from prison after an 8-year sentence for killing her father because of rape.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. But she literally is a complete pathological liar because
Yeah.
she also says that she killed 2 people in a house fire and she hit 2 people with her car. And all of this one prison sentence was 8 years. For
Baby girl.
a 5
Baby girl.
5
That
people
would
murder.
put you away for just a smidgen longer.
Yeah, and like all of these different things as well. Like she goes to kill her dad, but then she sets a house on fire, and then she drives off from the scene and hits 2 people with her car, and then she manages to convince the judge for whatever reason
That
she
is
should
a
only
bad day.
yeah, that she should only go to prison for 8 years. So I don't know if maybe she came out of prison and she was like, look, I've got these 2 kids and like I don't want anything to do with them, so I'm not gonna go back to my partner and the kids. Where the fuck have I been for the last 8 years? If anyone wants to know. But you could, I'd just be like, oh, what were you doing before that? And which it sounds unbelievable because of so many crimes and such little time. But I also listened to a podcast where they were like, maybe it's because she's so young that if it was any longer, it would be like, what, so you did that when you were like 8?
Okay.
So she's only 30. Then that would have made sense. But I guess if she was like a normal sentence for all of those lies, would be like life. But like maybe it was like, 20 years I've served. But then she'd be 10. So I don't really know.
Yeah, and then I guess you could be like, if you were put away as a youth offender, you would get a lesser sentence for that much, for that many crimes.
Yeah, so actually,
I don't know. I just feel like if you were 10 and you did all of those things, though, one, where you get in the car?
Yeah, everything about it is just so random.
Yeah, okay. I guess she didn't specify that she did kill those people with the car, just that she hit them.
So
it's only a body count of 3.
Oh my gosh, and she's claiming she only killed 3, and then she's actually tried to kill 2, which is exactly what she ends up doing. So maybe she was just foreshadowing.
Yeah. She's just laying out some Easter eggs for the rest of her life.
Yeah, so she's a liar, and get your facts straight. But anyway, somehow people believed her. Like the men.
People believe what they want to believe.
Yeah, oh, you're into sadomasochism, and you've just killed 5 people in only an 8-year sentence. Like, I am in.
Yeah, it's nice to hear a story about a woman manipulating men, really.
It's absolute chaos.
It's just a nice change.
So when she comes out of prison, the landlord of this quick let housing for homeless, he's called Kevin Lee, and he is into all of this shit that Joanna's being like, look at me, I'm so crazy for like all this murder and like masochism and come and have sex with me.
I bet she said it just like that as well.
Exactly. And he was probably like, hell yeah. And yeah, they start a relationship. And he's the landlord, and he's married also.
Of course. There it is.
So yeah, he's probably like fancying a bit on the side, like this absolute unhinged. I don't know. He's around 50, and he's like really into her, but he also employs her at the same time to act as like a loan shark.
I don't know if you've ever heard "don't shit where you eat."
They are so involved.
It seems like Kevin Lee didn't really consider that.
Kevin Lee is gonna die. Sorry. Because of this.
Sorry, Kevin.
Really do not shit where you eat because you will get killed, basically.
Yeah. That's some real cross-contamination.
Yeah, bro does not live for very long. But yeah, he employed Joanna to act as like a loan shark for the tenants that were fucking about with the rent. So like she would just go over to people's houses and basically be like, like not literal stab, but like threaten. Yeah, so she probably had a knife or something, and she was quite fucking scary when she wanted to be.
Yeah,
like, she
I can
was
imagine.
Unhinged and like unpredictable. So I think she'd go over there and be like, "Pay me your rent."
Also, sorry, can we just? How many people are not paying Kevin Lee rent?
Yeah, I know.
That he has to employ a loan shark.
Yeah, this is why I was like, it's a housing.
Is like, that steady work?
Yeah, like I don't know how many houses this guy had, but they're all like close together, and they're all like owned by him, and they're all specifically for people that are potentially going to be homeless. I don't really know.
I could be wrong, but that slightly sounds like exploitation.
Yeah, for sure. Like also hire an actual person to go around and actually handle this stuff. Like people that work for the council.
That feels a little bit sus.
Yeah, I think it's all cash in hand.
Dodgy.
Yeah, I think there's still probably a lot of things going on, like drugs being taken and whatnot, but we're just probably trying to get by. But he's just, I'll provide a roof over your head, but don't you fucking dare think I'm not paying you the rent.
And if you do, I'm going to send this crazy fucking bitch round.
Yeah, and her little mate, Gary Stretch Richards.
As soon as you said Gary Stretch at the beginning, I just can't stop thinking about, remember Stretch Armstrong?
Well, this guy is 7'3".
Oh, so fucking hell. Someone's been playing with that Stretch Armstrong a bit too much.
Irreversible Stretch Armstrong. Yeah, so this is how they meet each other, and they go round together, and because he's 7'3", and
she's terrifying.
Yeah, and she's fucking terrifying. They go round to people's houses and basically just take their shit and threaten them and say, if you don't pay your rent soon Kevin Lee's going to be like coming for you, so don't mess with us or whatever. And I feel like, do you know, like it gives me like an image of someone just going around and knocking all the stuff off someone's desk and then just screaming and just running around. Like, I think she loved it. Like she was just like, I
It
get
does
to
feel
play.
like the perfect profession for her.
Yeah, I get to play big scary woman. She's got a tattoo on her face of a star, which I think she did herself, or maybe she didn't. She
I would
just liked to
expect
lie.
nothing less.
Yes. But yeah, I think she just loves to be terrifying. So yeah, her and Kevin shagging, and then Gary Stretch and her are like going around and like threatening people, and that kind of sets the scene for her spree. So on one night on the 29th of March 2013, she's meant to go and meet Kevin, and the next morning his wife files a missing person report as he didn't come home the night before. I don't really think anyone really cared about this at the time, because obviously he's like a 50-something-year-old
He's a grown man, yeah.
and he just didn't come home for one night. And I feel like his wife was like something is.
And I feel like police would literally look at her and be like, he's just stepping out on you, babe. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. He'll be home soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were probably just. I understand why you're scared.
Also, I
but-
think the reality of how many people probably get reported missing all the time.
Yeah.
You see on Facebook, don't you? This person's missing, and then 2 hours later, they're found.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like they will probably just look, just go home and wait. He's probably pissed or
Yeah.
something.
Oh,
don't know,
I just realised that
in a
might
bush.
have been a little insight into my Facebook, because I don't know if anybody else sees that a lot.
You know where she grew up. Okay?
Yeah,
She's
man.
told you now.
Listen,
I feel like that is it though. Like a lot of the time, it's just a night out, or it's
Yeah.
just something that like has. I don't know.
Yeah.
know. But that's not the case with this.
otherwise we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
he
they
goes home
found
to his
him.
wife. They fell in love. He stopped cheating,
Yeah.
and everyone was merry.
Yeah. And Joanna got some therapy.
Oh god, yeah, I wish. So then his car was found like really quickly, burned out. So I think then they were like, shit, okay. These two
We
things-
might have an issue here.
I still think nothing's wrong.
I've just got this image of two policemen stood over it. Like in Mean Girls when she can tell the weather
Yeah.
by her boobs, but it's just, and she stood in the rain and I think it might be raining.
Yeah.
I think that two policemen stood over the car being like, I think there might have been a crime.
Do you think we should do something about this now? I feel like maybe we should. I don't know.
Cars don't spontaneously combust,
Yeah.
do they?
So yeah, the police literally found his body the very next day in a ditch in Newborough, and he was dressed in a sequin black dress. And this is where the like ditch murders come from, because this is where a few of them get dumped in a ditch. And the dress is like a really interesting factor into this, because the dress was found around his waist and he was lying on his front, so like all of his backside was out, and he had been stabbed to death. But the dress was on before, because like this
Oh God.
the dress has, yeah, so it's like,
So
it's
this
not like it was
man-
put on afterwards as like a humiliation thing. I don't know.
This
It's
man
like-
was alive and went into the dress. We don't know whether it was forced or...
Yeah, because also if they were into like...
yes.
I feel like a sequin dress is just not that big of a deal in comparison to what they're
No,
up
and
to.
she could have coerced him during whatever, some sort of like role play.
Yeah.
Or
And also
whatever.
then if they're running around threatening people left and centre, like what's the reason for her not to just threaten him and say,
Oh,
put
yeah.
this dress on? So the stab wounds were through the dress into the chest, and there was no CCTV or witnesses. Yeah, it's tactical, but it's also a humiliation tactic, because they've left the dress on, they've put it up round his waist afterwards and thrown him in the
Yeah, it does
ditch.
feel like, regardless of whether putting it was forced into the dress or not forced into the dress, it was all in a sort of attempt to humiliate.
This is all with a 3-inch lock knife. And actually, throughout this, I don't think I specifically say who and what, but overall, she stabs people in the lungs, the heart. She breaks ribs, sternums.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, hardcore stabbing, basically.
Jesus.
Yeah. I think, she breaks like 8 ribs of one of the victims or something. Yeah, she is stabbing hard.
It's really to the wind out there.
And then, so the police take his phone, which is still knocking about, which I think is a bit of a stupid move, really. I don't know what you're going to do with the phone, but maybe don't leave it there if you know him and you talk to him quite often.
I feel like I'm starting to remember details as you're talking about it, and like I just don't. I feel like she was somebody who was like trying not to get caught.
No, the fact that she goes literally on a spree, and later on, after she's like really loving it, it is just running out of
Yeah,
and
she's just
doing
trying to
whatever,
do the
like-
most damage.
So they find a number alongside his wife's phone number that was constantly called, and obviously it's Joanna Dennehy's number. And the phone was also tracked to be in the same, this, like Joanna's phone that he was ringing all the time was actually tracked to be in the same location as his body was found at the same time that he was there the night before at the assumed time of death.
God, that's some pretty quick police work.
Yeah,
to be
it was
fair.
literally 2 days. They were on to her,
Yeah,
like
fair
literally ASAP. Like she went straight to the top of the list.
That's a stark contrast to the last story. And my feeling is it's a man.
Yeah.
It's a man of some status.
Yeah, I feel like they were like, oh my goodness, no, not a man that has some houses.
Yeah. Track her phone.
Track her immediately.
Find her immediately.
Yeah, we must get this woman out of here.
Yeah.
She's a threat to society. So they go straight to her house and they find a blood-stained mattress in the garden, which is disgusting. Also, why take it out of the house or take it wherever and then put it in the garden? Do you know what I mean? Unless you're murdering someone in the garden and then leaving it there, but like it feels like you've done a murder and then been like, let's hide the mattress. Back garden, okay?
Back garden. No one will check there.
Yeah. Or like they're both lifting it and she's like, oh, this is actually really difficult. So could we maybe just fling this here and just crack on with that day? So they skip off in her car together that Kevin actually got her, that Stretch always drives for her. Also, he's called Stretch. Like, his name is Gary Stretch Richards, but everyone calls him Stretch
because he's so
massive.
monstrously fucking big.
Yeah.
That's one of those unironic, like when you have a bold man called Curly. But no, this man is just fucking large.
Yeah, it's just absolutely huge. And yeah, I feel like a lot of the articles as well just call him Gary Stretch, as if that's his first name and his last
Yeah,
name.
I'm not going to lie, up until right now, thought that was his last name.
Yeah, so his
Thought
name's
it was
Gary
quite
Stretch.
ironic, given the fucking size of him.
Yeah,
But
he
it
just
turns out that's not even his real
yeah, so
gubby.
it's like they're like Gary Stretch Richards, and then they take away Richards and they take away Gary.
He just stretched.
Just Stretch now. So yeah, he always drives the car that Kevin got her. So like this princess is like literally just, and you will drive that car that my boyfriend got me.
Yeah, I can't say shit. I'm such a passenger princess.
And also, yeah, I feel like I can't imagine her being like, have I checked my mirrors? Before I
He's like,
indicate?
I've got to drive the car because you keep trying to hit people.
Yeah.
And the police will catch us a lot faster.
And I think also at this point, it's quite obvious that they are also banging. Like,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
also sleeping with Stretch. Like, I think she's just like all over everyone, and everyone's just, oh my God, my queen.
It feels like as well, it's a bit of a manipulation tactic, isn't it? I hate to be presumptuous, but I'm not sure a man who's 7 foot tall has seen much strange in his life.
No, and I think he is like a bit of a loser. Like, I think he hasn't really done much, and she's paying massive attention to him and giving him like all of this, like, this, you're my everything because you drive me everywhere and we could go crazy together and we could be the next Fred and Rose
She
West or
seems
whatever.
like a narcissist.
Yeah, I think
again,
massively.
not a psychologist. Don't know what I'm talking about, but I would say classic narcissist.
Yeah, Tanisha has spoken. So they just pop off to Norfolk now.
Off they go.
So now they're on the police's radar, and she literally has a tattoo on her face, and he is the tallest man in the world. So like it's not that hard to be checking CCTV and finding them and stuff.
Oh yeah, my God.
Yeah, like they stick out like
Just
a
little
plum.
fucking BFG.
Yeah, but also on top of that, they steal from a petrol station. So I think they steal petrol and like something else, like a little snack or something, just to dangle it in front of the police's faces a little bit more. Like, they are not thinking straight at all, and they just go on like a random stealing spree. They also, this bit like really made me laugh because I was thinking like montage vibes, but they steal a camera and then they go around taking photos.
Oh my God.
Of each other. They're a tourist, which I think is probably, we're probably going to get caught for this, so we might as well have a laugh. But
Yeah, let's commemorate.
I was
it.
literally thinking like open top bus.
Yeah.
Like something playing in the background.
Hey now, this is what... No, that's Lizzie McGuire, isn't it? But I don't know, that's just like what is going on in my head, and it's just them like running towards the Beefeaters at the Tower of London, laughing and giggling.
It really made me laugh. And then there's like a massive rain pour, and they're just like laughing in the rain and like
Yeah.
spoiling each other. It was just so funny. Like, it's not funny what's happening, but yeah, I can just imagine them like going off on her trying to take a picture, and it's just his chest because he's so tall. And then they both are like,
And they do that classic like sitcom where they look at each other and just shake their head.
like, even through all of this murder and massacre, they're just like, oh, should we just go off and take some nice pickies there?
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
memes? Yeah, they can't even get them fucking developed.
Joanna's in
time.
prison scrapbooking.
Yeah. Literally. So during this spell, they also go to a mate of Stretch's house to sell some of their things that they've stolen. And randomly, Joanna just pulls a knife out and starts threatening him instead. This guy's called Mark Lloyd, and he gives like a massive statement to the police after this, and it's like really helpful because he actually ends up joining them, but not by choice.
Okay,
by
right,
threat.
right.
But then she,
By threats.
by threats, they're like, it's like really a weird twist where they go over to sell this, like, these stolen things to him, and then she sees that there's loads of stolen stuff there, so then she pulls a knife on him and then gets him to come into the car so that they can use him to go and sell, like, all their stolen things.
Okay. So she was like, stolen goods. This man knows how to trade.
He's
or
a
like,
tradesman.
Or he like knows a pawn shop or two.
Yeah.
And like
people trust him.
Yeah.
It's just,
hey, you can say what you want about her, but she's a fucking businesswoman.
she is a businesswoman. But I think also, like, she is just acting like an absolute hooligan at this point. Like,
Yeah.
I think even probably Gary Stretch is like, that wasn't the plan.
Yeah.
What's
I didn't
going
say
on?
we could bring this fucker
Yeah,
as well.
who's this guy? Like, I thought you were into me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then they all get in the car and then they're driving from Kingford to Hereford, and she's just apparently chugging neat whiskey in the car and just being chaotic as fuck, and she's waving a knife around and like she's smooching Gary and like,
I thought Gary was driving.
yeah, I really don't think he is too fussed about.
She's got no respect for the
on the
rules of the road.
Yeah, show me tell me questions. I'm just not doing bits here. Yeah, and Mark Lloyd's just sat in the car like, what the fuck is going on? I thought I was going to have a bit of a decent afternoon in my tradesmanship.
Yeah,
and now
also
here I am.
I'm wondering if he even knows at this point. I know she's threatened to stab him a few times.
So he doesn't know that this has happened, that they've actually just gone on the run from like killing someone. But then randomly she tells Stretch to pull over, and she gets out the car and she just walks up to this dog walker and she just starts stabbing him loads in the back. Like, honestly, not a fucking dog walker, okay?
Yeah.
They are parents.
Yeah.
Like, leave that out.
Who's going to look after that animal?
I know, honestly, it's so chaotic. She just stabs him loads in the back. This guy is called Robin Barazza, and he actually survives, but she doesn't find this out straight away. Like, she assumes that
Yeah,
she has
I
killed
feel
him.
that if she did know, she would have gone back and finished the job.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
for the better.
Yeah. Also, there's this ongoing thing about her where she's constantly saying, no women or children.
Oh.
Yeah, and apparently while she's in the car, Mark Lloyd says that she said, find me someone but no women or kids.
Wow.
So Gary's just like driving her around being like, this guy, or
Would
she's
have
like,
done great things for the like feminist
honestly,
movement.
if she
I
went
honestly feel
into
like
a
she could have been a great cult leader too.
Yeah. Maybe
If she'd only
in
applied
Parliament-
herself. Yeah. She'd
Yeah.
make a fucking wonderful MP.
I know, I feel like it just got too much and she just had to start killing. But if she'd suppressed this, she could have done like
Yeah.
maybe not great, but
She
like,
could have put all that rage into government.
yeah, exactly. She could have just done something else.
Other
But
than this,
no.
yeah.
Yeah, so she's like chugging whiskey, she gets out, stabs someone, she gets straight back in the car and apparently kisses Gary, and then she's off we go. And Mark is the fucking hell is going on? I think at this point he's probably, I am about to die.
Oh,
Like,
I'd be losing it.
yeah, like,
absolutely losing it.
he probably doesn't want to say a single thing because he's just, I can't even remind her that I'm in this car. It's so
Yeah.
scary. And then, yeah, after she said find me someone but no women or children or whatever, she makes him stop again after being like, oh, I love that. And then she gets out and she starts speaking to another dog walker, like to the dog, which is just leave the fucking
dog alone.
Leave it out of it.
What's she got against dog walkers as well?
Yeah, I know. I don't, like, literally, it's just
You telling me there was
anyone.
no other man on the street?
I know, no women or kids, but fucking dogs are fine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just go away. It's just like, I think it was that she's just the first person she sees, and there just happens to be on
Yeah,
the stretch
and
of
it's
road,
always a
people
dog
walking their
walker.
dogs.
I suppose it depends if you're in like a certain kind of neighborhood as well.
Yeah, but I guess if you're going up to someone and then they might be like, oh, go away. But instead she was just like, oh, your dog's cute or whatever. So he isn't looking at her or being wary or whatever. And then she literally just jumps up on him and then just starts stabbing him. And she stabs him over 30 times.
Like I'd have the trust issues. I'd be, one, I'm never walking the dog
I
again.
know.
Ever. Two, that's it.
Yeah.
I've been stabbed 30 times actually.
Also, the dog would just be like, what has just happened?
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
God.
And apparently halfway through this stabbing, so he like falls on his front and then she turns him around to carry on like stabbing him in the front.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so he literally, and bro survives. I don't know how.
Oh my God. I'm
know.
not sure I want to survive 30 stab wounds. I don't like...
For the dog, I would.
Fucking go, Queen. I can't believe you did, but Jesus
Yeah, yeah.
Christ.
I know, it's so horrifying. And yeah, she, according to Mark, also after she does this, she like obviously just gets back in the car like really nonchalant, and then she says, "That was fun. I need more." Or something along those lines. Like that is just, it's just really bad. And obviously, so she doesn't know that he survived. Like she thinks that these people that she stabbed, which kind of, if you're stabbing someone over 30 times, you would assume that the job is done. But she assumes that she's killed these people. This man was John Rogers, and yeah, he survived.
I'm very proud of both those dog walkers.
Yeah. So really shortly after this, the police catch them because their number plate is flagged from the stealing and like them just driving around, and there's like obvious suspects, and she keeps hopping out and stabbing people in broad fucking daylight. So everyone's just
hard to find.
Yeah, I saw her. There's blood everywhere, and they're driving around like hooligans, and she keeps kissing him, so he's driving on the other side of the road and like all of this crazy shit. And
how does a man that big get into a car?
I know, honestly, I think
Do you know what car?
Yeah.
It is?
Oh, it's a Vauxhall Astra. Do you know anything about Vauxhalls?
I think I know, I think I can picture the car. I don't think it's that big though.
Oh, it's literally like a fucking. Oh.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty standard car to be fair.
That's a really
It's not like tiny. My mind's like when Tom was driving the Peugeot.
Yeah.
He's 6'2".
Yeah,
Looks
or
ridiculous,
it's like
a
Mr.
little clown
Incredible.
car.
Yeah, that tiny little car where he's hunched over. Yeah, so a Vauxhall Astra. Yeah, they get caught. Apparently, Mark Lloyd could just hear the sirens like coming towards him, and he was like, "If I don't die right now, then I've made it out." But yeah, terrifying, absolutely terrifying. And so she gets arrested and she gets taken to the police station. And if you have the time, I would search some YouTube clips of her at the police station because she is so calm. Like she's flirting. Like she says something like, I can't remember what she says to one of the guys. I think he says, "Oh, because you killed loads of people or something." She's like, "I didn't do a very good job, did I? Like, you look great," or something. She's, "Oh, thanks, babes.
I
Like,
feel
thank
like
you
I
so
remember
much."
reading something about how different she was with the female and male officers.
Yeah.
She was really nice to the
Yeah.
females, but like she'd switch into this different person in front of the male.
Yeah, and I also heard somewhere that she was like saying loads of like racist things and stuff, but I didn't actually see any clips of this at all. I feel like she just likes to throw a bit of racism in there, but I think also like at this point she walks in, she's like, "Yeah, my name's Joanna Dennehy. Yeah, I'm here for murder of 5 people. Yeah, I know, pretty fucking sick, isn't it?" Like she's literally
I'm not gonna
so
lie.
nonchalant.
Like I was just thinking it a minute ago. She's so pick me.
Yeah,
She's so pick me.
Yeah.
Like
She says something like, "Oh, I'm a serial killer," or something. She's like, "Didn't do a very good job though, did I?" And it's, what are you asking people to do? To be like, "No, you've done a great job,
you've done
baby.
a great job. You've
Yeah.
really ruined some lives."
Yeah, well done, honey. You do you. Do you know what I mean? Oh, at least you tried.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I just feel it's so weird. She's like leaning on the counter, and she's, "Oh, do you need me to go this way?" She's just as if she's like being like, "Oh, of course I'll go into that room with you and get interrogated." I'm like, yeah, it's so annoying. And I think she just is, yeah, I did all of that. But then around this time, so on the day she gets arrested, like out of nowhere, a body is discovered.
Ah.
Yeah, so there's like more that they don't know
Secret
about.
sick victim?
Yeah,
Is that
literally.
6 now?
4?
Oh my god. Yeah, Defo really
But there
can't
is,
count.
yeah, but there is.
Oh, did you say she killed 5?
Yeah,
Attacked
she-
5 total?
Yeah, so when she's in the police station, I think she's like, "I've killed 5 people," but she thinks that she's killed 5 people. So that's why the police are like,
Oh, but she's obviously including
2
this...
of them survived that she doesn't know
okay,
about.
Right.
But I think that's when the police are a bit like, "Oh, what the fuck? Like 5? We only know about 1 and 2 attempted murders." But
Okay,
so they're
right,
putting
yeah.
it down to her being,
That she's just boasting.
yeah, that she's like convinced that she's killed the other 2. So they're like, "That's 3. So why is she saying 5? And what's
Okay.
going on?" If there is a 4th and 5th victim, then what if she knows that the 2nd and 3rd didn't die, and she actually there's 4 more do you know what I mean? Like they were
Yeah.
just like panicking, I think, at this point. But then literally immediately a body was found, and it was 56-year-old John Chapman, and he'd actually been missing for 5 whole days at this point, and he was part of the Quicklets thing that Kevin Lee ran.
Okay.
And and also I don't know why they hadn't put this together. Maybe they had, and I just missed this completely. But he shared a house with Joanna. But I think after I think he had been missing for 5 whole days, but no one was like reporting him missing because they all just were maybe alcoholic.
Okay, so there's no official report that he's been
Yeah.
missing for 5 whole days. But as soon as they found his
last
body,
time
everyone was,
some-
oh my God, it's been 5 days
Yeah,
since
they
we
were like,
him.
bro, I've not seen this guy
Yeah,
in
because
like
I'm not
5
being
days or
funny.
whatever.
You're like, oh, she lives in that house. Oh, there's somebody missing. Probably not related.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know
Surely-
why no one was
surely
like, oh
not.
my God, Joanna Dennehy's on the run and her housemate has not been seen for 5 days and she killed the landlord of all
Yeah.
of these flats. Anyway, yeah, I think the police obviously are so busy on trying to catch
Yeah.
that then they're like, someone's, oh, there's a body and they're like, oh my God, I bet it's like John Chapman who she lives with because
Yeah.
it's all tying it. Also, this literally is all within a week or so of her. Like, she's just gone mad. So I think the police are just like overwhelmed with evidence because she's careless.
Yeah.
But also they're just like, what is the main focus? Like, obviously catching her. But oh my God, she's just stabbed a random
she's
dog
just
walker.
a
We need to
danger.
get there
Yeah.
now. It's such chaos.
Yeah, she was out on the loose and they knew that she was obviously dangerous. So
Yeah.
that was probably a priority, not really investigating what she'd already
Yeah.
done. Because as brutal as it sounds, if she's killed him, he's already dead.
Sad times. So the mattress was actually John's, and apparently he was murdered in his room whilst drunk and asleep. So like the pathology report is literally like he was drunk, but it was more likely that he'd just passed out drunk and then she'd killed
And then she
him
killed him
whilst
while he was passed out.
Yeah, which is just so depressing. I don't know what would
It
be better.
is.
Like I'd probably be like, I'd rather you do it when I'm dead to the world, but
Oh yeah,
but it's just depressing.
if you're gonna kill me, probably best that
I'm already
so drunk that I've passed out.
Yeah, I'm already just shit-faced and
And
no
I'm
one
not really
notices
sure what's going
if
on.
I'm missing because I've been missing for 5 days. Do you know what I mean? There's just, yeah.
That is also a sad,
yeah.
like...
It's real sad. Okay, so then within literally the space of a few hours, they found another body. It is Lucas Slabazowski.
You said that well?
Thank you. He's 31. Or 30. No, I'm joking.
No, he's definitely 31.
He's a Polish man who was living in Peterborough. He struggled with addiction and he was on and off the streets. So I think people think that's the connection that he had with Joanna. It's just from maybe them buying drugs or like doing drugs together or something like that. He was killed on the 19th of March and he was last seen taking money out and then going to meet Joanna, and it's like speculation whether it's paid sex or drugs or just like a meet up or whatever. Then apparently he was attacked in the bathroom and he had gone through into the living room and she'd like carried on stabbing him. He was found last, but he was killed first.
Oh, so sad.
Yeah, and so they found him 10 whole days after she did this murder.
So sorry.
He was in a ditch.
He was found 10 days after he was killed.
Yeah.
Assuming. Her housemate was killed 5 days after. In those 5 days, at no point did her housemate think, why is all this blood here?
Yeah, honestly, I just don't...
Because she doesn't strike me as someone who was cleaning that up.
I mean, it was all within a 10-day... And also, if John Chapman is just like a drunk, like he might just genuinely
didn't really notice.
And maybe he was like out while she stabbed him. But yeah, she doesn't seem like the person that seems to be like cleaning up after herself.
Yeah,
as
but
well.
then
Like,
also, I
she's
suppose
doing-
if you are drunk, potentially you're never really with it enough to
Yeah.
look at your surroundings.
Yeah,
I know how
whatever.
Stretch is feeling so secure.
Honestly,
Because
I
I
don't
would be
know.
like, she could turn at any minute.
Like, that shag must be so fucking good for him to, whatever they are up to. It's personally not for me. To be mesmerised by this gal. For him to be like, yeah, of course, I'll clear up all of this. And then she's, I'm also going to just do my housemate as well because he's drunk asleep and I feel like stabbing someone else.
Every
as
male
well.
I've come into contact with, I'm going to murder.
Yeah.
But don't worry, Stretch. Not you.
And maybe there is an element of him that's, this is amazing, but also I am terrified.
Yeah.
You can't be like, I don't want to do this anymore, I've gone too far, because she literally will just stab random people in the street. So what is she going to do to you?
Yeah, if you tried to leave her, like...
Yeah. Like, you're in it then.
Yeah.
That is just it. Yeah. Also, this is so sad, but I read in one of the articles that he texted a friend before he was killed to say life was beautiful now that he had Dennehy as a girlfriend.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then he literally met up with her and she killed him, and then...
What a horrible bitch.
Yeah, and just was...
That's so
left.
upsetting.
Oh, actually, I lie about him about him being in a ditch. John Chapman was thrown into a ditch and so was Kevin Lee, but Stretch hid him in a fucking wheelie bin.
Oh.
Yeah, until they dumped him.
Oh my God. No, but that is actually horrendous.
And also, there's record of her showing teenage girls. Like, she gets a teenage girl to like come over and look at it and be like, come look at this dead body I've got in a bin. Or like it was some kind of big secret, which is like really fucked because she's supposed to be like a protector of women and children.
Yeah.
And she's supposed to just be killing men, but then she's like, hey, little girl, let me
She's
run
like,
your life
yeah,
and show you
I'm
this dead body.
gonna emotionally traumatize you
Yeah.
by showing you a dead body.
Yeah, it's really whack, to be honest.
And to be fair, I don't think she's got like clear
no,
thought.
she's not thinking straight.
Yeah, she's.
And the fact that she is like, adamantly no women or children will die, I'm like, okay, at least
Yeah. You got to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
Not much of it, but
yeah, she's
definitely
very unhinged. But actually, after she is arrested, she does get the title. She is officially diagnosed as a psychopath. It makes sense.
Yeah,
that all of this stuff is Also, this is random because I know that I feel like he should be like a big part of this, but he only crops up somewhere. But she had like another nodding dog, like Stretch, that came in to this to help dispose these two bodies, and his name was Leslie Layton. And it's so random because he literally lived in the flat upstairs. I think he'd left his parents like
He'd
house,
run away.
and he'd run away, and he'd like come to this housing, and then I think he was like really into drugs and drink and stuff. But for some reason, like he just like jumps into this, and he's just, oh, I'll help you as well. So he just helps Stretch. I assume she's sleeping with him as well.
I was about to say, was she sleeping with him too?
Yeah, but he's like not, he doesn't go on the run with them, so it's like he's not madly involved. He is madly involved because he helps
move
dispose
the bodies.
But he's not like a constant theme in this whole thing, like of her using him. It's just, we've just murdered someone downstairs. Can you just help us shove him in a wheelie bin? And then also we're going to kill my flatmate because he's pissing me off and he's drunk. And can you just help us go to this place and throw them into ditches? And he's, yeah, okay. And he just does it.
Fucking
and at
hell.
no point does anyone break. At no point is he, who doesn't even have to be involved. Also, they leave to go on the run. So why is at that point he's not, she's away from me.
Yeah, so
I
I'm
need
just
to go
gonna
to the
tell.
police. Yeah. It is so strange. Yeah, and
She
he
must.
just becomes, I think he's quite interested in all the murdering part. And yeah, he helps move. And
She
get
must
rid of-
have a golden vagina.
Honestly, I can't get anyone to do anything.
Yeah,
for me.
I can't
Not
get-
I don't mean that I try and
I
get
can't
people
get-
to do
what?
things through sexual favours.
I can't get
Sorry,
my
Mum,
boyfriend
again.
to clean our own house. Let alone fucking go out, murder a couple people, get a different guy to hide the bodies. What?
Yeah, it is crazy. It's so strange. Yeah, so they find it all, they link it all to her. She doesn't really try and not go for people that she knows. Like, everyone is very closely linked in this spree killing. It's just people she lives with, people she lives near, people that she's associated with. She just goes fucking hard. So she was arrested on the 2nd of April, and her parents were called, but like I say, this was the first time in 10 years that they had any knowledge of her. So they must have been so confused.
That is the wildest phone call.
Honestly, imagine if we hadn't spoken for a decade and then someone just called and was like, Amy, I don't know why they just, let's ring her friend Tanisha that she hasn't spoken to in a decade. But wouldn't you
Not
be
her
like,
parents.
Yeah, you'd
Like-
just be so confused.
Yeah.
Especially because what they say, apparently, like allegedly, she was like a little princess queen.
Yeah,
And was just like
this is a
destined for
stark
good
contrast to the kid that you knew, and
Yeah.
obviously you knew that she was like going down a bit of a dark path.
You also just thought that she just did a bit of drugs and ran off with someone.
Yeah,
Not that you.
and also part of you might have thought, oh, maybe she's been killed or
Yeah.
trafficked, or she's got into the wrong circle and she can't get out.
Also-
like, not that she just fucked off so that she
Yeah.
could start stabbing the shit out of people.
So on the 18th of November, she was charged with 2 counts of attempted murder and 3 counts of murder. When the trial starts, she literally just stands up and pleads guilty to everything. And I think everyone was expecting this to be like a mega case because they were going to have to like throw out all this evidence,
Yeah.
and be like, this is her
And
every
really talk
move.
about everything that she'd done.
Yeah, and like motive as well, like what sent her into this spiral. Yeah, she just gets up and she's, I did it. Like, I did it all. And I think I don't think she literally says this, but she's very like, and I do it again. There is nothing about her that she's literally proud of it. And she's
Like the end of Scooby-Doo. I would have gone away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kid.
She is literally like, yeah, she just loves, I think also she loves to be like shocking. So I
Yeah.
guess just standing up and being like, yeah, I
Just
fucking
whatever.
did it. Well done, me. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like everyone was like, another thing that this crazy unhinged gal will do. She's so crazy and wild. And then she gets a whole life sentence. She laughed during the whole of the sentencing. Yeah, which is just evil Knievel vibes. Literally, like, literally so terrifying of her. But I think she is just trying to like really freak people out
Yeah.
right to the end. If you know that you've been caught, like she's done a botched job of this. There's no way that she's getting away with it. So I guess I just have to be like my crazy.
Again, it's like the craving for attention is crazy, like the need for it. And like she's chosen to go down the path of being the most shocking. But yeah, she could have easily just been like, I need to be the prettiest and I need to be liked the most and blah blah blah. But
I
she
need to
just
be
went,
the
I just
most-
need to be the most weird.
Yeah, I need to be the most scandalous person in the
Yeah.
room, and I need people to fear me and to
Yeah.
never ever understand me. The fact that she doesn't really give any insight as to why she did this.
Feels like it comes from a place of insecurity, if you ask me.
Yeah, and the fact that she lies so elaborately about these things because she wants people to fear her, but also the fact that then she's adamant that she was sexually assaulted but won't give any details. It's like all this alluring thing of like, why did she do it? What happened to her? What's true and what's not true? Where was she for all these random years where she just dipped off and left her children? There's like periods of time
From
where people...
14 to 30.
Yeah,
What the
like,
fuck was she doing?
Where is she at? It's so weird. Like, I think that is what it is. She just wants people to question forever what she's been up to.
It sounds like she wants to be prolific, and she obviously is. Although I don't know how well she's known, like, in other countries.
Yeah.
I feel like this is quite an inherently British
It's a big deal
case.
to us because not a
Massive.
lot of female serial killers, and there's not a lot of female serial killers that just knife people randomly on the street. So it was mega to us. But yeah, and I guess with Myra and Rose also having a life sentence, she had to do as the most unhinged shit she could because she was getting life, but the more weird, crazy
if you want to
acted.
be up there with some of the worst serial killers. Also, Myra and Rose killed women and children, and that's why they're so prolific. They did it alongside men, but they are so prolific because what they did was so horrendous and so awful. Not to say that what she did wasn't awful, but what she did was like unhinged.
Yeah, exactly. And there's so many questions.
Like frenzied.
Yeah, frenzied spree. Like
whereas Myra and Rose, they were calculated.
Yeah. Yeah, so the defence say that Leighton and Stretch were manipulated and also scared of being her next victims, but I think they were fascinated. I assume that Stretch probably had a slight feeling of...
Yeah, I'm sure there was some fear there, but you still hold responsibility. That doesn't absolve you of what you've just done.
Also, either she was like, I want to kill someone, and he was like, okay, do it, or she killed someone and was like, she killed
She was
Lucas.
fucking stabbing somebody when she got out and started like going for one of those dog walkers. You could have very easily drove off in the car and been like, I'm going to the police.
And from the minute it happened, you could have just... You had 10 days to change your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Stretch was convicted of 3 counts of preventing the lawful burial of a body and 2 counts of attempted murder. He was also sentenced to life with a minimum of 19 years to serve. This is due to him just enabling more attacks and attempts instead of reining it in.
Instead of
calling it in.
Doing something about it.
Yeah, and just driving her around so that she could kill. Leighton was convicted for preventing lawful burial of 2 men and perverting the cause of justice and sentenced to 14 years in prison. So actually, they are all still in there?
Oh, yeah. If it's 2013. Oh,
He could be
unless...
out now.
Yeah, you could be out on good behaviour. I don't know how much that happens.
Yeah, I think the Stretch and Joanna were communicating, like in prison, like writing each other notes and stuff.
That feels like it shouldn't be allowed.
No, I don't think it made it to them, maybe.
Oh, I was going to say.
Yeah,
it feels like that should
were,
be something that you're not allowed to do.
I feel like, I assume, and I hope that wasn't allowed, but I feel like they were writing things to each other.
Yes.
And it was like,
but it wasn't getting to each other.
Together for
Joanna,
life.
I love you. I'd do anything for you.
I'd do anything for you. This is wrong and stuff. And I think she just absolutely fucking loves it. So she's clearly a sociopath and a psychopath with paraphilia sadomasochism. She's also into hybristophilia, which is a person being sexually attracted to a person that commits crime. And so I think she was diagnosed with this as well. And I don't know if Gary Stretch was as well, but maybe that's what kind of drew them to each other, is that she wanted...
Interesting.
I think it turned her on
The
when
idea
someone
of committing a crime and him being a part of the crime.
Yeah, so I guess if he was helping her dispose of the body...
Did he do any of the stabbing?
No, he didn't.
Not at any point, not even with the guys in the house?
No, I don't think he did
Okay,
any stabbing.
interesting, because what it feels like is like she just wants to fuck herself.
Yeah. I think that she enjoys the murdering, and I think he was like, yeah, do it, babes, and then we'll dispose of the body. And she was like, that turns me on. I think she just gave him attention and a purpose.
Yeah.
And she does have this like spell-like power, I guess, with men, where they just seem obsessed with her wildness. Yeah, she's a compulsive liar, a serial manipulator, and she liked to feel scary and threatening. And I think it was just, she just wanted to know what killing felt like, so she just cracked on and did it. Also, I think on Red Handed's podcast, they talk about how they think she actually just wanted to be back in prison. It's like it's a bit of a random
Interesting
theory.
theory.
So she spent 14 months in there, and I think she like quite enjoyed the system and the control and
Thrived
and the
in
fact
that.
that she could just lie to other people. And but there was also security in that. She gets a home.
And if you really truly do hate men,
yeah,
women's prison's a great place for
yeah,
you.
I feel like maybe I don't know how she felt about prison the first time round, but
Yeah.
maybe it was just she just knew the outside world was just too terrifying. I don't know, and
So she thought, I'm just going to do whatever I want and then hopefully go back there.
And if she can control and manipulate people within prison, it's like she's in there for life. That's her now. Like she's safe in there. Everyone's talking about her, and she gets to be in control. So I guess, yeah, that's just another little food for thought there. I think that's it. She's now still serving her life sentence in HMP Brosfield Ashford maximum security prison. And there's some reports that say that she had an affair with the police officer, some about her asking for compensation as solitary confinement was a violation of her rights.
I feel like you deserve some time alone.
Yeah.
I don't care what reason it was for. If you just looked at someone wrong, it feels like you should spend some time alone with your thoughts.
Yeah, and I think solitary confinement is terrifying and horrible.
Oh, yeah.
But I think the fact that she says it's a violation of her rights, even though she just was fucking stabbing men randomly out of nowhere just because she felt like it, is a
It's
little
not
bit cheeky.
fair that you put me in that room.
Yeah.
Well, it's not fair that you literally murdered people.
There's a system, and that people shouldn't be treated like this, and you should follow order, and you shouldn't put people in solitary confinement. Yeah, it's just her being bored and stirring the pot, I think. But yeah, she will be in there for life, and I guess that's what matters in this spree/serial killing case. And that's about as much as I could muster on Joanna Dennehy.
Wow, well done.
Yes, how did you enjoy?
She's a crazy bitch.
Yes, she is great.
Also, if you listen to this, Joanna, I'm sorry, I'm scared. Please don't have me. Although I am a woman.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you also might not like me because I'm also a person of colour.
Oh, shit.
I feel like you might have a bit mixed feelings towards me.
Yeah. Where does her loyalties lie in that respect?
Yeah. Hopefully I'm a no-go zone, but who knows. So thank you for listening to episode 2.
Yes, thank you so much. I hope I did okay.
Yeah, we're just getting into the swing of it. It's getting easier. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, actually, but it does actually feel like it's going quite well.
Yeah, I think it is going well, to be honest. I feel like at the start we are a bit like, and then we just fall into it. And
Yeah, but also we might be speaking quite prematurely because we don't actually have an episode out yet. So
it could crash.
Yeah, we're just trying to get a little bank together so that we are consistent because we know that's important.
Yes. Yeah, remember to follow us on Instagram, Kill the Mood Pod.
Yes, indeed.
And message us if you want us to do anything specifically. We've been keeping to like UK-based stuff for now, just because that is where we are. As we go on, we just want to do anything and everything.
Yeah, and there's also a want for doing mysteries, and I think what we're doing is we're starting with some killers because that's what we all know and love. Love's probably not the right
Some
word.
of us know
yeah.
love, like me and Tanisha.
And hopefully anyone who's listening, because that would be wild to put yourself through it if you don't.
Also, do you know that I'm just going to out him.
Yeah, go on, do it.
We love you and thank you for doing the music and being so helpful and lovely. But he apparently has been listening to creepypastas before bed.
Oh my God. Listen, that is so psychotic.
I was like, this is why we're all besties.
Yeah, I love it.
He was like, I just can't go to bed without my nightly creepypasta episode.
I literally love the idea that he might be going to sleep to our dulcet tone.
Yes. Good night, Basindu.
Good night, Basindu.
And good night, everyone. We love you.
Okay, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, stay spooky.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Yeah.